Well, I was particularly struck by a family I talked to in Jordan who had had to run away from their home, flee because it had been completely destroyed by bombs in Homs, outside Homs in Syria, and they had been in a host community outside Amman in Jordan for about 2.5, 3 years, and with 4 children, and they were living on the food vouchers, and they were just getting by. At that point, they weren't. The head of the household was not allowed to work. That, of course, is changing, but it was impossible for them to see where their hope lay in the future. And what absolutely struck me when I said, well, do you want to go to another country or do you want to go back home? And he looked at me as much as to say, why do you ask me the question? Of course, the thing I want to do is to go back home. He said what you and I, everybody who's listening and watching to this would want in a terrible crisis. If your children are under the threat of bombs, of course you flee. If after a number of years you can't have the hope that they can get an education, you flee to where they can. But above all, you want the circumstances to be in place so that wherever was your home is where you can get back to and start rebuilding your life and to give your family that protection and the sense of a future. And so that's where I really learnt that in the end, ultimately, people want to live at home, safe, in peace, and to build their future.